What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the SoBackSports Podcast, and we're so back with another episode. And I know this is a late night edition. It's been a very hectic week, all in all. Especially work, but we're still here bringing the content. But before we get into today's episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. Really helps us create content like this for you guys. And yeah, we're quickly approaching the end point of the NFL season with like about 6 more weeks left, including this upcoming one, or no, 7 more weeks, because including
Not
week 12,
6.
six. Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of crazy how fast
No,
the
actually
season.
7. 7. My
Okay.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Is it 6 or 7?
I think
yeah.
it's 7 because we have 7 games left. So
Okay.
I mean, it depends on the team, I guess, because some some teams played 11 games already, and some play 10 like us. So
yeah,
but yeah, there's a lot to kind of cover. We're gonna go straight into the pick'ems. But actually before that, let's talk about the NFC North because we have a special guest with us. As you've seen him a couple of times. Judah is joining us. How are we doing, my guy? How's it going?
I'm doing well. Yeah. I don't know. It's almost end of semester, so I'm just trying to get locked in a little bit for classes, what's going
Oh
on. But
yeah,
otherwise, yeah, it's good NFL season so far. I like everything that I've seen so far. Yeah, a lot of good
nice.
games.
I do have a question for you actually before we get started because a lot of Packers fans and for the audience that is watching for the first time, he is a Packers fan. Um and I just wanted to kind of ask, like, the play calling from the offensive standpoint, what are your words? What is your thoughts on Matt LaFleur? Because I feel like there's a huge rift amongst Packers Nation when it comes to his play calling, his play style as of recently. So you want to shed some light on that?
Yeah, well, I think so. Right now, like, the big sort of criticism against him is just that he's been too conservative. A lot of Packers fans think that we have like a top 10, top 8 quarterback, but he's very conservative with the play calling, not really letting him air it down the field, which is one of the things that Jordan Love really likes to do. Throw the deep ball, especially now that we have Christian Watson back, who's our main deep threat, and then we drafted Matthew Golden in the first round, who's also supposed to be sort of like a deep threat, being able to make those great big contested catches. So Matt LaFleur has just been, just pretty conservative throughout his entire time as a play caller for the Packers. I think where I personally fall on it though is I do agree that he could definitely be a bit more aggressive. But there's a sizable amount of people I think that are, or like I've seen it get more popular recently of like the whole like fire Matt LaFleur, like he's like a terrible coach. You need to like get rid of him and stuff like that. I think that is just way too far. I remember what it was like to have Michael McCarthy and that sort of offense with Aaron Rodgers for throughout the 2010s, especially at the tail end though. It ended up just being Aaron Rodgers running around for 10 seconds in the pocket trying to buy some time. And then at the end, just like throwing something up to like Jordy Nelson or Devontae Adams. No real sort of identity to the offense. No real sort of plan. I think thinking about this compared to that is complete difference. And then when you think about, there's maybe like 5 teams in the in the whole NFL that have fans that are completely satisfied with their coach, assuming that their coach has been there as long as like Matt LaFleur has. So you're basically not going to find a fan base that is like 100% satisfied with their coach. But I still think that he's a top 10 coach in the league, and I think that when you think about what other options are out there, there's not really like a whole lot that I think would be a sizable upgrade over him. So I think overall, I'm satisfied. There are always going to be areas for improvement, but I think that we should keep him.
yeah.
I
I have
mean,
a question. My question for like Packers fans is you guys made that really big move to get Micah Parsons, and he's had a hell of a year. I think his stats are not as crazy as people think it is, but his pressure
Mhm.
rate's gone up this year. And honestly, the Packers' losses this season, if you look at them, have not been on the defense; it's been on the offense. So, what do you think is the reason why the Packers are losing games? Because we see the defense has been balling out. Other than the Cowboys game,
Mhm.
I think they've only allowed like 20 points one time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what do you think? Like now that there's 7 more games left of the season, what would you
Mm.
like to see from Matt LaFleur and the Packers offense and Jordan Love, to help the Packers, win more games, obviously, and win the North, because this division is up for grabs. I think it's a three team race. So, what would you like to see, for the Packers offense?
I think it's just been a lack of like cohesion that's kind of been the problem for the past 2, 3 years. Without once Devontae Adams left, there hasn't really been someone to take up a clear number one role. There's been stretches for basically almost every wide receiver in the roster was sort of being touted as the number one number one wide receiver or pass catcher. But especially this year, we had Christian Watson miss the beginning of the year. Jaden Reed, I think, went out like week one. I think he's gearing up to come back soon, but he's one of the biggest, one of the best catchers that we have. Tucker Kraft sort of like took up that role this season, but then he's out for the season now. So it's sort of been hard to have a consistent number one option to be able to really build your offense around. So I think we're really just hoping that we can have someone that we can sort of lock in on, and I guess like the hope now would be just that we can see maybe a Matthew Golden breakout, but it just hasn't been seeing enough volume in the past game, even with the injuries that we had. He just still has not had enough targets, but it's hard. There's so many mouths to feed. I think that started with the problem right now. Is there just too many wide receivers? Like I remember a couple of years ago, Dontavian Wicks was like a super popular pick of like a sleeper. This guy might be like the next Devontae Adams, but even this year he's struggled with a bunch of drops now, and then it hasn't really. I can remember maybe like 3 catches he's had this season. So it's just a lot of mouths to feed right now. That is a problem to try to scheme up plays for each single person, try to get them enough targets to keep them happy throughout the course of the game. So I think without a consistent sort of strong offensive identity or strong sort of person to center your offense around, it's kind of hard. It's going to eventually lead to these sort of inconsistent performances, such as against the Browns or the Panthers, where offense was really struggling to find a rhythm. In addition to just sort of playing down to the competition, which is also definitely a big issue so far.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think that's the enigma of the Packers in general. I think, like from a perspective of a Bears fan, it's beautiful because you get to see the Packers lose to teams like the Panthers and the Browns. But at the same time, from like a football logical perspective, it's kind of baffling how the offense sputters like this, and having a bunch of Packers fan friends as well like complain about the play calling and how the run game on like 4th and 1 or 4th and short or like 3rd and short is like the option that LaFleur goes to when it comes to being like a conservative play calling. But I mean LaFleur at the end of the day, like no matter how much I dislike him as like as during for the rivalry's sake, he's still a good coach. I don't personally think that you should get rid of him because like he's still a really solid coach, and like you said, there's not many options like that are like, okay, if you're gonna fire LaFleur, who's your like first choice option in the first place? Like who's out there readily available? I mean, Mike McCarthy's available, that's for sure. But I mean, will you go back to, like, there's things like that. And you also have to keep in mind that Jeff Hafley, back-to-back years where the defense has been cooking with him, and there might be a chance he might be up for a head coaching position as well. So, if there's any time to get things going, it should be like when he's on your team.
Like I got a question, like, because I was gonna ask you like another question, because obviously we're talking about the offense, Judah. What's your assessment of Jordan Love, man? Like, I just want to know, because I think he's been great at times and he's been disappointing at times too. And we know what he can do, like when he's playing at his high, but then against the Panthers and against the Browns, against some good defenses at home, he's struggled. Also against the Eagles too, he struggled. So, what's your overall assessment of Jordan Love, and what would you like to see from him from this last 7 games of the season to end the season strong?
Actually, I don't know. I'm pretty high on Jordan Love this season. I think it's a huge step up from where he was last season. I think
Mhm.
the big sort of criticism that people always try to level against him is that like, oh, like the interceptions, like you just know he's gonna turn the ball over. But I think his maybe like 3 or 4 interceptions this year.
I
So
think
like he's
3.
been keeping the three. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So he's been, just keeping the ball safe. So the big
Mhm.
question is like that's like always been sort of like the big thing that people haven't really liked about him is just the interceptions, but then he's really cut down on those this year. Well, he is still definitely taking some deep shots, so it's not like he's just like gone fully in another direction and just only throwing like screen passes or whatever like that. Like he still is trying to push the ball down the field. And then, I think I've seen like some of like the analysis of like throws he's making. He's like even like this past weekend the Giants game, like the box score might not show it, but he was, he had some really good balls. The offensive line was just not keeping up. Try and also give credit to like the Giants D line. That they have a lot of good players on that line too. But he's fishing pressure like almost all game. And then, you're still making pretty good decisions. You're just finding ways to get the ball in the, like in the area of the receivers. And then there are several like drops where he had great throws, but then I think one of them was like to Romeo Dobbs. Another one was like to Christian Watson. The Christian Watson was a pretty like tough catch, I'll admit, but he put these balls in like the receivers' hands, but they just dropped the balls in those games. So I think
Mhm.
I think I'm like pretty satisfied honestly with like, the way Jordan Love's play. I think he took a step up this year. I think the one thing I would still like to see is just I guess the clutchness. I think in like in the last couple of minutes of the game, when the Packers are trying to drive down the field, he has had clutch performances. He has had multiple sort of like game time or sort of like good drives in the clutch time. But I think that I still want to be able to. I don't know have the full confidence yet that you could have in like some other quarterbacks that like, oh, when this guy gets the ball in clutch time, you just know that he's gonna score it. If it's a need, if like you
Yeah.
need this point, if you need these points, I still think that like I'm hoping to be able to see a couple more of those drives in these next couple of weeks to really build up that confidence in him in the clutch time.
Like you're not like as confident as us Bears fans when we see Caleb Williams
Yeah.
like with the ball to end the game, Nah.
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah,
good news
yeah,
for
yeah.
Packers
This is
fans
all.
is that it's Toyotathon. So
Mm-hmm.
I heard
I was gonna say.
Jordan Love goes crazy during Toyotathon. But
Do you
I'm
see
looking
that?
forward. I'm looking forward for the Bears Packers, man. I think it's gonna be. There's a reason why they flexed that game to 325. It's gonna be a really
Mhm.
big game. So, I think both these quarterbacks have been playing really good, and it's gonna be a really good game in Lambeau.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'm really looking forward to that one. I was very surprised like that they flexed that one of like because I do think like yeah, it's worth it for sure because both these teams are like fighting for the top spot. Speaking of the top spot, actually,
Yep.
our very own Chicago Bears. Who would have thought? Like our not first seed, first in the NFC North after 10 freaking weeks. Judah, I want your honest opinion on this because I feel like most, except for like most people, didn't expect this to really happen. This especially after week 10 because it usually seems like such a week
Yeah.
1, week 2 kind of thing where it's like, oh, the Bears are at the top of the NFC North when everyone only played like 2 games or 1 game, right? So, what are your thoughts on like the battle for the first place in the division, like heating up between 3 teams, and one of them not being the Vikings?
Yeah, I think. Well, just to address the Vikings point, I think that it's JJ McCarthy's first season.
Mhm.
He's played what first season playing. He's played what like 10 or like 5 or 6 career games maybe up to this point because he
Five.
also had the injury. Yeah, 5 career games. So you
Yeah.
got
4
to give him
more
some
to
time.
9.
But oh,
9.
4 more to 9.
9.
Yeah.
Wait, anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
But I think so you got to give him some time. But Vikings
Yeah.
just haven't really, uh, kind of threw him into the fire. So it's kind of expected that there's gonna be some growing pains. But I know that like I feel like I've seen some stuff about like Justin Jefferson maybe being a little bit frustrated right now with the state of the team. So I think that's something to keep an eye on. But I think it's pretty safe to say that the Vikings are out of contention for the division at this point. But I think between the three teams, I don't know, I've kind of if I'm being honest, I think I don't know how many Bears fans are really going really feel confident about this team or like really feel confident about being the one seed, what like the first
I
place team in
feel
the
I feel
division right
so
now. Like
confident, man. I feel confident,
I don't know,
man.
it's just like when you think about like some of them, like didn't you guys give up like the Bengals game, right? I feel like you can't be like, oh yeah, this is like a signature Bears win. Like the Bears
Oh
defense
no,
gave up 44. I gave up like the game winning drive to the Bengals and then happened to
it
win
was
on like
Caleb
a
Williams though.
close to
Like
Mullin free play. Or
okay, but Judah,
even
let
this
me
past week, you
let me ask
guys
you
gave up
let
like
me
a
ask you a
game-winning
question.
drive to JJ McCarthy, right? Or the game go-ahead drive to JJ McCarthy after you've been playing terrible the entire game.
Yeah. But how many times have you seen us lose those games, man? Like we've lost so many games like that. Like you saw that. Like we did not get the onside kick. They scored a touchdown, and then we we don't have we never seen a quarterback go out there with everything on the table and like everything going the wrong way and just winning games against the Giants. Like 4 minutes left of the game, down 10. I know it's the Giants. I know it's the Giants, but like doing that against any NFL team, like that's why I guess for me, I'm so confident in the Chicago Bears that like at least we can go and compete for the division because we got a coaching staff, we got a quarterback that knows how to win these close games now. Like last year's coaching staff would have blown it. Like we would have blown these games. So like we would be like have like 2 wins of the season, man. Like obviously I do want to see us go out there and blow out a team, obviously, but I'm just very happy that we have a team that can go out there and have these clutch moments and like win these clutch games. And so yeah, I'm pretty confident. If you ask me as a Bears fan, like, I mean,
Mhm.
it feels good to finally be like recognized as like the top, but obviously, there's still 7 games left, so we gotta still win these games. We still have 2 games against the Packers, a game against the Lions, and the Niners. Which I think the Niners game is going to be very, very important because I think winner of that will probably, if we don't win the division, will make the playoffs. So that's going to be a really big
Mhm.
game. So if you ask me, man, I'm very confident. Obviously, I don't think we're going to win the Super Bowl. Hey, you never know. You never know. But I'm saying, like, this team, it's going in the right direction. And Ben Johnson, man, what a hire. Like you said, like, what teams are, like, satisfied with their coach? We're satisfied with our coach, man. Good, better, best, man. We're satisfied with our coach. So, I can speak for you, right? We're pretty confident in Ben Johnson.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely confident in Ben Johnson. I'm not saying like that, but I will say, like, I'm not gonna be as much as I really want to like fully, believe in us winning the division this year. I feel like we're gonna like the focus should be right now just trying to stay afloat so that we can make the playoffs at this point. Like, I think there is a good shot we can make like a title run for the division, but you know it's going to be a very, very tough task, especially with how banged up our defense can be at times, and how inconsistently like injured we tend to be. Because
Yeah.
1 week or a couple weeks now, it's been our secondary, and now this upcoming week against the Steelers, it's our linebackers. So, but Dennis Allen has the work cut out for him when it comes to having to work with a pretty shoddy defense, if anything. But our offense wise, like there's a lot of things that I still think that Ben Johnson has to kind of work out. Yes, I do love how he's able to keep the team like poised and calm, especially at the end. And Caleb is a confident quarterback to live in those moments. But I still think that there's a lot of room to grow for this offense. And I think like these next couple of games or this upcoming weeks, I think Bears fans, including me, like I feel like we should be a little bit like, yes, extremely hype. Like it's very hype that we're 7-3 right now, but like there gonna be some growing pains. Like the 3 losses that we've had so far, like the first one, I'm not really. That was just us like blowing it really. The second one was against the Lions. That was a complete belt to ass. And then the last one was against the Ravens defense. That was like fully healthy. Like that was the like most full healthy defense that we faced. So like there's gonna be growing pains for this offense. Their offense is still trying to figure it out. It's still looking pretty good in terms of like, having a solid run game, But if we somehow find a way to win the NFC North, I'll be extremely surprised. But I feel like second place is going to be very manageable for us, if anything.
Well, I just don't. Okay, here's my thing. Like, I think it's so wide open, man. Like, the Lions are not playing that good this year. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, when Dan Campbell is calling your plays, like, you're screwed.
Not really. I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
How many times did he go for on fourth down against the Eagles? And like
Yeah,
he
that's
had
true.
a chance to get field goals. Like
But-
if he kicked those field goals, they win the game. Their defense was playing amazing. Like I don't trust. Like okay, like obviously they should be the favorites. The Lions have won the division 2 years in a row. Packers are a very good team, but I feel like all these teams and there's no like one clear cut. Like okay, yeah, they're the best team in the NFC North this year. So I'm so confident because if we can go out there and beat the Packers and we can go out there and win against like teams like the Steelers, the Eagles, I mean, put up a fight against the Eagles. Like you never know. Like I just think that we have a team that can go out there and win in any given Sunday and any given Thursday. And look, we have a good offense. Like I don't like the reason why we lost to the Ravens is because we played down. Like we played down to the competition, man. We saw Tyler
I wouldn't
Huntley.
say play down a competition.
We did though.
Tyler Huntley, like, yeah, he's not a great quarterback, but he did enough to for us. Our defense as well was pretty banged up.
It was also on the road. Like, I just think that I don't look at that Ravens game and like say like, oh, we're pretenders. Like, I think the Ravens are 5-5. Like, until they start winning games, they're pretenders. Right? Right now, the Ravens are pretenders. They're 5-5.
I mean,
I'm not saying we're contenders. I hope you guys know that, but I'm just saying like. I just don't think that the Ravens loss like is a crazy like loss. Like, they're obviously look, like you said, good defense, but I'm not really like saying, oh yeah, we lost to them, so like we can't beat good teams because we just beat the Vikings and they have a really good defense. Like, obviously we still have
Vikings are not a good team.
But they have a
really
good
good team.
They have a good defense. A Flores defense is always going to be really good. A Flores defense.
I mean,
dude,
the defense is mainly just blitzing 78% of the time.
You said that this team was going to win the division, bro.
I did at the time. And listen, in the beginning of the seeson, any take seems pretty realistic at the time.
I'm saying,
I trusted in the beginning. Here's the thing. Let me clear that up.
I knew that JJ McCarthy's not like that, man.
I thought that a healthy JJ McCarthy and Kevin O'Connell could work something out. I mean, you never know. But at this time, like, it's not looking too great in terms of a pick.
But like, no, here's my I was trying to make my point. It's like I just think that it's wide open, man. Like I think I think Chicago Bears fans should believe, man. This coaching staff has proven that we can win these clutch games. That's what playoff games come down to a lot of the times. These were these high intensity games come down to. How does your coaching staff react to these moments, and how does your players react to these moments? And like Ben Johnson said, if the game is close, we have the players to win the game, man. And
right.
I think that we can do it. I think we can do it, man. Obviously, these next 7 weeks are going to be a huge test. I agree with you. But I don't agree with his growing pains. I think that if the receivers can catch balls, like the Packers are having a problem too with dropping the ball, because there's been a lot of drops. If they can just catch the ball, I think we can win a lot of these football games, man. I'm very confident. I don't think Bears fans should be any worried right now. I obviously think.
What do you mean any worried? You should be a little bit.
I'm not worried. I'm not putting my expectations we're going to win the division. But can we compete? Yeah.
Yeah, we can compete.
We can easily compete, and we're right now number 1. If we win our games, we're ahead of the Lions by 1 game. We're ahead of the Packers by 1 game. You play the Packers twice, and you play the Lions again. So if you win those games, I'm not saying we're going to sweep the Packers, but if you win one of the games against the Packers, you win one of the games against the Lions, you make that division record 3-3. You beat the Niners, you have a chance to make the playoffs and even win the division, man. The Lions are not looking good. I'm just saying it right now. That's my hot take. The Lions, I don't think they're winning the division, man. I think it's going to be between the Bears and the Packers, bro.
Fair enough. Well, I guess we reached to the next segment. And we'll talk more about each team as well.
For sure. For sure.
But we'll talk about it. But let's talk some. Let me pull that up. Here, let me increase this a little bit more. All right. I made my pick beforehand, and good Lord, this game was something. Like, that just proves how good that Texans defense is. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's next level good. Like, I feel like this year there's so many teams that have like good defenses. Like that like but mediocre offenses like the Texans, the Broncos to a certain extent, the Eagles. Like those are teams like the Texans, I think also can compete with them with having a really good defense. But man, did Buffalo and Josh Allen look. Josh Allen took 8 sacks in this game. That's like that's crazy, you know? Well, but I picked the Bills at the time, and Bills seemed like the right pick. I mean, 95% of them picked the Bills to win this. But what were your guys' thoughts on this game?
Yeah. I think that the Texans, like, I was surprised that the Texans won this game, but defense wins championships, I guess. So they went crazy. I mean, Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter, that's probably one of the best edge rusher duos I've seen in a while. And they got Derek Stingley, Petrie, Lassiter. Like they have a really good defense. If CJ Stroud could come back and play, he doesn't even have to play like rookie CJ Stroud. He has to play like second year CJ Stroud. They can go on a deep run, man. I think their defense is good enough. They got Nico Collins. They need Christian Kirk. I mean, they got a decent offense around them. He just got to be a game manager, and they can win games, man. I'm not sure if they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I mean, CJ's got to come back healthy and be better than what he's been playing. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Texans. Bills, I think, again, it's just an off game, I think, but like it's just a testament to their front office that they did not get a wide receiver 1 for Josh Allen. But Josh Allen did make some key mistakes on his own. So he had Dawson Knox wide open, but decided to throw it to the defense, which did make sense. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I think the Bills are going to be fine. I guess they're going to make the playoffs. But Texans, they just got to get CJ Stroud healthy.
Yeah, I mean, Davis Mills has been holding on the fort 3-0 for starter as a starter. This is an impressive win for Houston, and it came down to the wire too. But we'll come back to this game. But actually, do you want to just talk about it now? Let's talk about it now. Let's go in order. All right, what do we got? You want to start with Judah?
Yeah, start with Judah.
I think is Rodgers confirmed is he playing in this game?
He's questionable.
Questionable.
He's questionable.
But Judah, it's Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna play.
Dude, this dude wants to play us so bad. It's like he's in Chicago.
He won't miss it for the world. He won't miss it for the world, man. And I want him to play.
That's him with the Packers, really, too. Like he wanted to play against the Packers, and he's not gonna let a fractured wrist be on his non-throwing hand, affect him.
Yeah, I think I kind of just have to go with the Steelers here. It's every once in a while they have these sort of like weird, weird Steelers games where they just find a way to pull out a win. That's just like how they've been for the past 10 years. And I think especially since this game is personal for Aaron Rodgers, I can see him being, especially, locked in, being willing to, stand in the pocket, take that hit in order to get the pass down the field or whatever it may be to do whatever it takes to win this game. I know that, the Steelers looked really, really good last week. Even with Rodgers missing time, they were still able to, pretty handily win. So then, I think I kind of just had to go with the Steelers here.
Yeah, I got the Chicago Bears winning this game, man. Rodgers with come on, a broken wrist. We can't beat Aaron Rodgers with a fractured wrist. I don't know. He might as well just buy this team at this point. I just think that this. I like how our secondary is coming back healthy. Obviously, I don't like how our linebackers are not going to be at this game. Tremaine Edwards, TJ Edwards, and Noah Sewell. So, we're gonna have to try. I think the Steelers are gonna run the ball a lot with Jaylen Warren, but we're gonna have to find a way to stop the run. But yeah, we need this one, man. The whole city of Chicago needs to retire Aaron Rodgers, man. And this we need to win this game, man. So Give me Chicago Bears winning this game, bro. It'll be a close game, but I got Caleb and the Bears pulling it out, man.
Dude, I haven't seen us beat Aaron Rodgers
Just 2018.
since 2018. It's
And this feels like a 2018 season, man.
almost been 10 years. Like almost if it were 2 years from now. But like, geez, dude, this would mean so much for us Bears fans if we could just see Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. I think it's Caleb Williams idolized Aaron Rodgers growing up. Like, dude, he's going up against his idol right now. Or the player that he like rooted for growing up. So it's like definitely surreal for him, but to go out there and beat his idol in the biggest stage at Soldier Field for the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how in your first try, you know how much of a statement that is for the Chicago Bears? Justin Fields played for us for so many years, like 3 years.
Bro.
But
bro.
I know.
Right,
I'm just saying Trubisky only beat him once in his career. Like, we haven't beaten Aaron Rodgers that often in general. So, like,
Hey, he was close this year. Hey, all I gotta say is he was close this year, bro.
I mean, I know this year. I'm talking about on the Bears.
He
specifically.
lost 34 to 32, but he was close. He was
Yeah.
close.
I'm just saying, like, you know, the Bears fans need this win a lot more, and okay. As much as I like want the Bears to win, I'm kind of surprised. A lot of the thing is
Bro, it's easy. This is such an easy game to predict, man.
it
Aaron
is
Rodgers
not,
is
dude,
washed.
because-
He's
no,
washed.
because reason it's not. The reason it's not because the Steelers in general. You don't know what team you're gonna see. You don't know if it's gonna be one of like the defense for them. It's like rolling a dice, you know, or like flipping a coin for this defense. Like,
They have
is this
no
defense gonna play like
offense.
an elite?
They have no offense.
Right, but the defense can. That's why they paid, quote unquote, paid so much for that defense because
Yeah, and their defense has not been that good this year. I hate
I
to
know
tell
it
people
hasn't. It's
this.
been consistent, but I'm just
They
saying.
let the Jets score 31 on 30. No, sorry, 32 on them week 1. No. They let these offenses that suck score crazy on them, bro. TJ Watt's not been that good this year, man. I'm just saying that right now, and I don't see a way that like okay, look, I definitely
mean,
see
to
a
be
way.
fair,
No,
the-
I definitely
The
see a way.
Steelers
but,
did
like,
beat the Colts. They
That's a
they
that's
did
a
beat
good-
the Colts, yeah. But like
that's a weird one. That's a weird one. It's I
that
mean
is a weird one.
that was a cute victory, but finish your take. My bad.
They did
my
beat
bad.
the Patriots too.
Yeah, they're pretenders, man. I'm kidding. Just finish your take though. My bad.
But yeah, I'm just saying like it's kind of hard to predict, but I will take the Bears still. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'm gonna pick against them, but like I am gonna be, dude. The day I'm gonna be so nervous during this game. It's gonna be
I'm not
unreal.
nervous at all. Not nervous at all. Calm and collected, man. He's not wearing the Packers jersey, bro. He's wearing a Steelers jersey, dude. It's totally different. It's totally different. And he has dude, this is what I don't understand, bro. He has an injured wrist. We can't lose to him, bro. Injured wrist. Dude, I'm telling you right now, dude, we win this game, people are gonna make excuses, dude. We lose this game, it's a lose-lose for us, dude. We win this game, people are gonna make, oh, you guys beat an injured Aaron Rodgers. We win this game. Sorry, we lose this game. Oh, you guys lost to an injured Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like, we're not gonna win this game either.
I mean,
way,
it's not
so-
our fault he played. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
that's what I'm saying.
really say anything about that.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. If anything, the excuse is for us too. If we win, like we didn't have our 2 linebackers, like
Three.
starting linebacker, like
3.
3 linebackers. So like, what's?
But
his
dude,
excuse?
Jalen Johnson will be back for this game. I'm telling you guys right
I
now.
really hope so.
He
'cause I-
changes everything, man. He eliminates one side of the field, bro. That's all I'm saying. Tyree Stevenson has to hold his own. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson has played really, really good for us. And what's the name? Kyler Gordon, I doubt he plays. I think he'll come for the Black Friday game. But I really want to see Jalen Johnson, at least on a pitch count, like get himself warmed up again, and make some big plays for us. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next game: Patriots Bengals.
I think Burrow's playing. I think Burrow's going to play.
Dude, dude, why is
Play?
Burrow playing?
Yeah.
Dude, I have him on fantasy,
Why?
and I'm like, why would he do this to himself? Like,
Because he's
A-
like that. He's like that. He wants to win. He has got grit, dude. He's running the table.
no.
I don't know
God,
that gets
no,
them in the
that
playoffs.
shit defense, and he's not even gonna have Jamar Chase with them either, dude.
matter.
Like,
You got T. Higgins.
Dude, this Bengals defense has been like historically bad. Like if they dude, even teams in like the 1950s, dude, better than this Bengals defense
Wait,
right now.
Can I tell you something though? Like, I'll just tell you, like, it's not a prediction. It's not my prediction, but Joe Burrow's presence will make them play better.
No, it doesn't, dude. We've
Yes.
seen last year, dude.
Yes.
The last year,
Yes.
his presence
Yes.
literally only
Yes.
made them 9-8, dude. What are you talking
No,
about?
trust me. Look, I know I'm making this like a Warriors like presence. Okay, but like, hear me out there, right? So last year, right, we were 25-26, bro. And obviously, look, I'm saying this right now, right? Butler comes to our team, bro. He doesn't even play the craziest stats, but his presence, we started like because he didn't play that much when he started because he was a little injured. He came back, he came to our roster and our team, and we immediately started playing better. I'm telling you, certain players that are really good and it's really great make players around them play better because they get belief. Okay, we have our star quarterback coming back. We can go and win games, man. Right now, I'm not saying they're gonna be like the 85 Bears, but can they be a decent team? Yes. I think with Joe Burrow, they have a chance. They were 2-0 with Joe Burrow playing, man. I'm telling you, when their season ended, when Joe Burrow went down, the belief in the roster went down, man. I'm just saying that right now. I know I'm making this like not like football, but it's kind of it happens. Like when your best player goes down, your team is not going to play to his best because they don't think that you're going to win games or you're going to make the playoffs or win a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco or Jake Browning. So I think that I'll just say my prediction. I think the Bengals win this straight up. I think the Bengals win this, man. Joe Burrow plays crazy. I think the Patriots are the biggest pretenders in all of football, man. I don't think they're that good. I don't get the Drake May glaze. I don't get it, man. But yeah,
I mean, I understand that. I mean, Drake May is a good quarterback, but at any end of the day. But anyway, Judah, what do you think?
I think Patriots kill him. All we were talking about.
Yeah, I have to agree with them, dude. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, Patriots cooked this.
It doesn't matter though. Like it doesn't matter if you don't have Jamar Chase. You still got T. Higgins. You still got Chase Brown. Like Joe Burrow is going to make his imprint on this game, man. And it's in Cincinnati, bro. He's getting revenge on the Patriots from last year, bro. In Week 1, he's getting that revenge, and he's gonna run the table. I'm telling you right now, the Bengals will run the table.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Let me check the schedule because
I'll say this right now: they're winning the AFC North. I'm saying it right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's even worse. That's even the worst take I ever heard. Holy shit.
I'll take money on that.
Dude, they're winning the AFC North.
They're not winning shit.
Joe
Burrow. What are you talking about?
Dude,
no,
Joe Burrow against the Ravens. Look, dude, he puts up numbers against the Ravens every year. He's got to play.
The Ravens defense is dude. Do you not understand? The Bengals defense is historically bad. Dude,
I'm telling you, Joe Burrow's presence is all they need. His presence
won't do crap.
He was there last year. Was he not there last year?
Yeah, he was literally the healthy entire season. He put up MVP caliber stats, and they still went 9-8 and missed the playoffs.
Yeah, but
like they can't do anything.
Guess what,
dude? They literally Trey Hendrickson doesn't even want to be there, bro. They have the Patriots, the Ravens, the Bills, the Ravens again, the Dolphins, the Cardinals, and the Browns to end the season.
Okay,
they're
so those
not
last
running
three.
The table.
So those last 3 games, they're winning those. I think they're gonna sweep the Ravens this year. They're sweeping the Ravens.
If there's anything, if Joe Burrow knows what's good for him, he's gonna sit, bro. Like,
no, he's not.
The offensive line is horrible.
He's a competitor.
That defense is horrible.
He is a competitor.
Joe Flacco in there.
No. No. You put Joe Burrow in, you play your best player, and he is going to will this team. That's what he did.
Dude.
Last year, the Bengals were this close to making the playoffs if the Chiefs did not rest their starters. Joe Burrow has been in these situations before where he has to run the table, and I think he has what it takes to do it. No. And I feel like after he does it this season,
last year.
After the season, man, he's gonna be the second best quarterback in all of football. He's going to overtake Josh Allen. I'm telling you right now, because if he brings his Bengals team to the playoffs and wins the division in the AFC North, the toughest division in all of football, I think that he's the second best quarterback in all of football.
Dude, you have to assume so much. You have to assume that the Ravens lose out and the Steelers lose out. That's not happening.
I don't believe in the Steelers. I don't believe in the Ravens. I think they're a pretty good team, but Joe Burrow.
The Ravens are winning the division, dude. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Look. I know your boy Brad is a big Ravens fan, bro, but I'm telling you, Thanksgiving Day is going to be a huge letdown for him, man. Jamar Chase will be back. Trey Henderson will be back. I got the Bengals. I'm high on the Bengals, dude.
I am so sorry. You're not, dude. Especially with Joe Burrow being out this long, you're not beating anyone. Like, if anything, yeah, I agree. You'll win the last 3 and you'll go like 6-11, but that's it.
All right, so I have a question, guys. If he wins the next 2 games, would you guys have confidence? If he goes and beats the Patriots and he beats the Ravens
and
the Ravens, I'm just asking you guys a question. Like, would you guys be confident then? Okay, they can win the North.
Not the North,
if
but
he
they'll
also
be
puts
second.
up 200 touchdowns and 1,000 yards, then I would also be confident. But
Like
that's
in
not
2
gonna
games, if he puts up 200, then yeah, sure.
No, he win. Okay, he just straight up wins those games.
You mean to tell me that Joe Burrow can
yeah.
play defense?
I think he's built to win these shootouts.
Shootouts. Dude, he can't even
He
beat.
doesn't win them though.
I don't think the Patriots offense is as crazy as we think it is, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's as crazy as we think it is.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. They literally took care of the Jets, and that the Jets have a slightly better defense than the
Jets
Bengals
are
do.
a prolific offense. Okay, no.
Prolifically garbage offense, and garbage defense too. Because, like, listen,
but I have a question. Did Joe Burrow play that game though?
Doesn't matter if they did. The defense,
his presence.
Joe Flacco literally put up 470 yards on the Bears offense. Sorry, defense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but he had to go against Caleb.
And it doesn't matter.
He had to go against Caleb. I'm sorry, you're going against Drake May.
Yeah, if you go against Caleb, but that defense cannot stop a flu.
No, he's not.
Cannot stop anything. The defense is letting up generational numbers, dude. I'm sorry. You're not winning that defense.
Dude, it doesn't. Joe Burrow last year won 6 straight games last year and obviously did not make the playoffs.
Last year is not this year. Joe Burrow did not miss this many games last year.
Dude, he's come back from injury and played good. Like, what are we talking about?
He'll play good. He'll play good,
Joe Burrow,
but they'll still lose.
Okay, what do you guys rank? I'm just asking because I think you guys don't think Joe Burrow's like that. Like, where do you guys rank Joe Burrow?
No. Joe Burrow will be good. It's just that the defense won't hold up their bargain.
You think 4th? Okay, that's fair. I think Joe Burrow. Okay, and we can move on to the next game because I feel like we're talking too much about this. But I just think that this is my belief, man. You win these next 2 games, I really believe that the Bengals can run the table. I think Burrow has proven he can run the table. I don't think the Bills. I don't think the Bills are that good of a team. They lost to Davis Mills.
They went against a generational defense. That's the difference.
Okay, I'm sorry. Joe Burrow is. I don't think the Bills' defense is like that. Can we admit that? Like Davis Mills had 2 touchdowns that game.
Sure,
it's not good, right? So they can win they can win that game.
But Josh Allen could cook that thing.
I think the tough games that they have is the Patriots and the 2 Ravens games. I think those are the tough games. If they can go and win 2 out of those 3 games, they can go and win the division, man. I don't see why not.
Any loss from now on is automatically you're out of the playoffs. Like,
what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like any two more losses, it's over.
2 more is obviously gone. They're
not winning 2 more. They're not gonna run the table. I'm sorry.
I think they will. But yeah. I think we're
minus 1,000 for the Lions.
Yeah, I think the Lions are winning this one, man.
Lions. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, Jameis Winston again. But that'd be so funny. Oh my God! Please, Giants! Please, Giants! Somehow find. I know you didn't do it against the Packers. You were so close. But if you could do this against the Lions, oh my God! It was
you know who got that game-winning sack? Micah Parsons, man. And Jerry, you let him go, bro.
Yeah.
Screw you, Jerry.
Average Jerry moment right there. Packers Vikings. This is actually gonna be a really good game. I feel. Please 9. If you're listening to me, please wake up. Wake up 9. Anyways, Judah, you should go first. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I think it's gonna be the Packers. I feel like I think Vegas always gives them way too much credit though. The spreads are always way too big. Even like this, I think this is like too much. I think in the end it's probably gonna be a close game, but I just trust the Packers more, I guess, to pull out the win. But I do not think it's gonna be a blowout whatsoever. I think I kind of just have to go with the Packers here, especially with how JJ McCarthy looked for like 90% of the game last week. Gotta be the Packers.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. JJ McCarthy is actually undefeated on the road. It's crazy, but he's undefeated on the road. But no, I think the Packers defense is gonna just destroy JJ McCarthy, and I just don't see a way that the Vikings win this game. Yeah, so I got Packers winning this sadly, but I think they'll win it. And like I said, it's gonna be between the Bears and the Packers to win the division. So I got the Packers winning this game.
Hold on, I'm gonna take the Vikings. Screw it. I don't believe it, but I think why not? If the Packers can lose to the Panthers and the Browns, find a way somehow. But
Wait. Oh no, they lost. They lost to the Eagles and at home. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah. Wait. Have you guys lost on the road? I'm just asking.
To the Browns.
Oh yeah,
Didn't
that
they-
was on the road.
wasn't that
You're right.
on the
You're right.
road?
You're right. Yeah, you were on the road. Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, that's crazy. The Packers used to be like one of the best home teams, and then they like they used to be like it's like hard to play in Lambeau, and then
Mhm.
this year they lost 2 crazy games like by 3. Obviously the Eagles won. It's like they're the Eagles, but the Panthers one was just crazy. But yeah, I honestly I can see the Vikings winning that one. I can see it, but I don't know. JD McCarthy's so trash, dude. I don't know, bro.
just
but he did
wait
beat
till
the
9
Lions.
wakes up. Wait till 9 wakes up. 9 will wake up with 4 minutes left in the game and will
Dude.
lead a game-winning drive.
I don't know why his name is. Well, I don't know why he's like so corny to make his own nickname, bro. But
It's so funny.
hey, you do you, bro.
Yeah. Seattle Titans. All right, let's.
Titans. Oh, sorry. Seattle.
Oh, I was gonna say back-to-back hot takes. Oh,
Wait, bro. How is? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Seattle. I got Seattle.
yes, I got Seattle. What about you, Judah?
Seattle. Yeah.
Seattle. Yeah, dude. Darnold last game. Man, he saw ghosts. No.
I think that here's my thing with Darnold. It's like whenever it's a big game, he just always plays his worst. He's a good starting quarterback in the football league, but in the National Football League. But when it's a big game, you see him play his worst. That's just my opinion, though. I think he just plays his worst when he's going up against really big like really good teams. Like the Rams have had his number for the last 2 years. Like he's 0-3 against the Rams. He's thrown a lot of picks against the Rams, and then against the Lions, Week 18 last year played bad. So I think Darnold. Seattle fans should be happy that Darnold's their quarterback because he is better than Geno, but can they win the Super Bowl? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think they have a great defense, but I don't know if he can play good in this big moments in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I mean, it's kind of hard to gauge Darnold, but he's been playing good in Seattle, and I think it's still a W. Of a signing for him, but
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like, I mean, he'll have his games like that, so I'm not too worried about it. This is going to be a huge game. This is going to be a very big game. And what I've learned about this season, when it's a big game, it turns out to be complete garbage sometimes. I think there's like a good chance it becomes garbage. So my guess is that the Colts win this one.
All right, so I'm in a like. That's crazy. That's crazy. In Arrowhead too? No. If this was in Indy, I would have said like, yeah, the Colts can win this, bro.
You're acting like they've never lost in Arrowhead, dude.
They lost one time this year in Arrowhead, and it was against the Eagles, and they didn't have any of the receivers. Like they're a very good home team. I don't think Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones. This is coming from a Daniel Jones fan, bro. I don't think he's built for these moments, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't think he's built for these moments. Give me the Chiefs, man. I think it's crazy you picked the Colts there, bro. But give me the Chiefs to win this game, man. Get back on track. And another team I think is going to run the table is the Kansas City Chiefs. They're not losing another game this season.
They lose this one next game.
They're not losing. I don't see a way. What do the Chiefs do really well that the Colts do really well? The Chiefs are one of the best teams in the NFL when it comes to stopping the running back. They're very good. They did it even in the Super Bowl. Obviously, they got blown out, but they stopped Saquon Barkley. What are the Colts really good at? Like, what's their like number one option to go when it comes to their like who is their main offense? Jonathan Taylor. The Chiefs are very good at stopping the best running back on their team. I don't think it's going to be up to if Daniel Jones can throw against the Kansas City defense, and I don't think he can. So I got the Chiefs winning this game, bro. I don't know. I got the Chiefs, man, easily. I think it's like okay. Here, I'll give a score too. I think it's gonna be
40?
40-24. 40-24. I think we're gonna see an offensive masterclass from the Chiefs.
Masterclass. Okay. What about you?
Uh,
Vito?
40-17. 40-17.
I got the Colts. I think the big case like was like sort of this like aura of like the Chiefs being able to always like pull out like these big games or these like finding a way to win. I think it's just different this season. I think it might have started a bit from like the Super Bowl last year. But this sort of like mysterious like like the Chiefs will always find a way to win. Especially last week, like Patrick Mahomes got outplayed by Bo Nix. He had a chance. Patrick Mahomes did not, pull it through in clutch time. So I think that ultimately the sort of aura of like the Chiefs being like in previous years, I probably would have still picked the Chiefs in this position, but I think the receivers were back last game. The Chiefs have good receivers this season. Like the receivers are not like the issue. Like Travis Kelce has been playing well. Rasheed Rice is back.
So we're saying Mahomes is the issue?
I'm saying that Mahomes hasn't been playing well this year.
I
don't think
disagree.
that's like a hot take.
I disagree. I think Mahomes' TD to interception ratio has been really, really good. He's been very good on third down. The only problem with Mahomes this year, and it's kind of crazy, is that his deep ball hasn't been the greatest. We saw against the Broncos that like he missed that wide open one to Xavier Worthy, which I think it's kind of alarming, but not really. But I just want to ask you guys a question here, right? Because if let's just say the Chiefs, because I want to ask you, because you guys both had the Colts winning. Let's just say the Chiefs like eliminate Jonathan Taylor, because we've seen them do that. We've seen them do that against like their best running backs. You think Daniel Jones can outduel Patrick Mahomes?
No, I think he would do enough to win.
Yeah, like Colts still have like a good passing game though. They have that rookie tight end Tyler Warren. They have,
but I feel like
Alex
this is the
Pierce,
biggest. I just feel like this is the biggest regular season game the Chiefs have ever played, and I'm just gonna trust Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid to win it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see what you guys are saying. The Colts have had a really good offense. Like, I agree, their offense has been amazing, and I'm a Daniel Jones believer. This is again coming from a Daniel Jones enthusiast, right? But I don't think he has it, bro. I think it's gonna be a Sam Darnold kind of moment, man, where he's gonna throw some picks this game, and he's gonna lose them this game, man. And it's going to suck. It's going to suck for me because I like Daniel Jones, but I don't think he has what it takes. I think the Chiefs start their running the table. They're going to run the table, man. And they're going to go 12-5. Please actually go 12-5. I need to win that bet. Please. Against Nathan.
New York Jets and Baltimore Jets bench Justin Fields. And
it's ridiculous. No. That's ridiculous.
And
no, first of all,
Tyrod Taylor.
First of all, let me just say this. The Jets deserve nothing. They deserve to be sad for the rest of their life, bro. The fact that they benched Justin Fields and thinking that he's the problem with the team compared to, and putting Tyrod Taylor to say that he's gonna be good. I'm sorry, man. Like, and then the Jets fans actually think that Tyrod's better, which is crazy. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's like me saying like when Caleb Williams was struggling to bench him and put what's his name, Tyson Bagent in it, man. I just think it's crazy. I think they've mishandled the whole situation. Has Fields been good? No, he hasn't been good. And I agree. He's missed throws. He's holding onto the ball. But I think that coaching staff has not been that good either. Aaron Glenn, you were hired to help the defense, and you had Quinn Williams and Sauce Gardner as your cornerstones of their defense and had one of the worst defenses of all time. It's time to look in the mirror for the Jets and say that you got the hire wrong for the coach. I think that Aaron Glenn's been an atrocious coach this season. I think the hire of Tanner Engstrom has been horrible. I obviously think that Justin Fields hasn't played his best. I agree. But to bail on him and put in Tyrod Taylor and to think that he's going to save your season is, like Stephen A. Smith would say, is blasphemy, man. I think it's crazy. I think it's just crazy, man. With that being said, I got the Ravens winning this game by like 40. I think the Ravens are going to blow out the Jets, and yeah, so sorry for going on too long, but that's my take, man.
I don't know. I think the Ravens win this one, but I think my perspective on the Jets is that yes, I agree, it wasn't the best situation for Justin Fields. but Justin didn't do himself any favors either.
Bro, his
I just
receivers were
think
dog. His receivers
fine,
are so
yeah,
bad.
I
Like,
agree. I'm just saying from a perspective of like watching those games. It has been very frustrating watching Justin this year, and I think it's been a tale we've seen for quite some time, but I think it's gotten a lot worse now because now he's like very reluctant to even throw or even give the ball to anyone. Like the amount of times he looks at his first read and then it's not there and he runs. I get it. His receivers drop passes. That's very fair point. But at the same time, when he has key wide open players open and he's still not able to read defenses and his go-to thing is to use his legs, it can still be an issue. And
But-
that's why you cannot be a starting quarterback in the league
I
and
agree.
pass for less than 100 yards in multiple games. Or better yet, you can be a starter in the league and pass for less than 50
I think-
yards.
I think that's okay.
Game.
Here's my thing with that. Right? Here's my thing with that. I think that's taken out of proportion, man. I agree. That's not good, but that's taken out of proportion. The Jets run the ball like crazy. Like Aaron Glenn doesn't trust his quarterback. First of all, that's the thing, right? Right now, like, and that's what bothers me.
No, but that's not true either. Because the thing is,
I watched the game. Man.
I watched the games too. I'm not saying like, listen. At the end of the day, like when you're in play action, you're having the ball in your hand, and what are you gonna do? His first instinct is to run. It's when
That's not even
like
true.
his first instinct is to run, and when he does pass, like it takes a really longer time to either let go of the ball or he doesn't even let go of the ball. Like he takes a sack and things start to fall apart when it comes to late down situations.
I just think that his development is like it's just unfortunate, man. It's just unfortunate because he gets drafted by the Bears and it's like we were never ready to draft a quarterback, and then he goes out there, and then Luke gets Matt Nagy for a year, gets thrown into the fire, never really gets to like just learn, and then this next year that Luke gets he wants to save his job, so he's like, you know what, go run. You're a dynamic athlete, and then he does that for 2 years. Luke gets fired. You keep Matt Eberflus. You leave. You discard Justin Fields to the Steelers. Again, right decision. The Bears get Caleb Williams. And then he goes to the Steelers. He plays pretty well, and he gets benched for playing good, for having a 4-2 record, to go to Russell Wilson, never gets his time in Pittsburgh, then goes to the Jets, who are equally as bad as the Bears as an organization. And
Not
Aaron
equally.
Glenn,
Don't ever
Actually,
put us in the same conversation.
sorry.
As
They're
Jets.
worse. They're worse. Like, name me a quarterback that's been a Bears quarterback and a Jets quarterback. That's just unfortunate, man. That's just unfortunate. Like, the luck
there
of
has
Justin
been
Fields.
one.
I know, but like, this is the luck of Justin Fields is crazy, man. And I just think that, look, as a fan of him, man, I just wish that he goes to. I don't think he'll start next season, but I just hope that he goes to a situation where he can just be a backup and just learn. And I just hope he goes to like a winning. I just want him to win, man. It's sad to see this guy win like 15 games in his career and like everyone just clowns 16 games in his career and everyone just clowns him for losing when he's never been in a good team. And obviously some of it is his fault.
Good.
Yeah, and he won. Like that's the only he won. He won 4 games out of 6. Like he won. But then the thing is, like, I wish he goes to a team where they're consistently winning and they actually have a good culture and a belief around him. And I just think the Jets, like, it's just been dysfunction, man. And I really believed after week 1, I really believed that, man, Justin Fields finally found a home. And it just wasn't the home for him. So I hope he goes to some team. Like maybe honestly, bro, go to the Chiefs, bro. Let's go to the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Go to the Chiefs. Go to the Chiefs. Go to like the Ravens. The Bills.
Yeah.
Just
Anyways, let's move on to the
know?
next one. The next matchup. Let's do these very quickly. Cleveland Browns Raiders. Judah, you want to go first?
I got the Browns. I think that the defense is going to be able to get pressure on Geno Smith. Geno Smith just like sucks, and I think it's just like it's gonna be an ugly game anyway. So then, I've just got the Browns pulling this one out. Yeah.
I think I got the Raiders. I agree. Like the Browns, like have a better defense. I mean, it's Garrett versus Crosby, so at least that will be a little bit fun. But I trust Geno Smith more than a first ever start for Shadur Sanders. So Give me Vegas. I'll take Vegas. And yes, maybe Shadur might be pretty good. Like he might play well because this is a good, well, relatively good defense to go up against. But at the same time, Max Crosby is going to create havoc against him, and he's going to get flustered. So give me the Raiders.
Yeah, I got the Browns. I don't know what belief you have on the Raiders, man. The Raiders are so bad. I think that the Shador is going to play really good. I think this is his job, and this is going to be his team, man. I've been a big believer of Shador. Perfect game to go up against. And yeah, you're right. They have Max Crosby, but the other side they got Myles Garrett, and I think their defense is going to just fluster Geno. Like there's gonna be like maybe 7 or 8 interceptions thrown for Geno Smith this game, and so I got the Browns winning this game.
Fair enough. But yeah, Cardinals, Jacksonville. Judah, you want to go?
I feel like I could see the Cardinals winning this one, honestly.
Yeah.
So my thing is Jacksonville probably had their best game that they've ever had, like best game in like the past couple of years, right? They just completely demolished the Chargers last week. So I think it's time for a little bit of a zag, I guess. Like I don't think anyone thinks that the Jaguars are actually really good. So I think it's almost inevitable that you're gonna see like a regression and a bad game after having such a good game. Just like we saw this past week, right? Bills get a huge win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then Josh Allen goes crazy. The week after, having Josh Allen doesn't do that well.
That's Miami, yeah.
Bills have a rough game. So I think that we're just gonna see a regression from the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're not actually a good team, and I think the Cardinals actually pull this one out. Since they've been like, Jacoby Brissett has been like sneakily pretty good. Like the Cardinals have been in like a lot. Like I remember like watching them against the Packers. The Cardinals are like keep games close. So I think I got Cardinals this one.
Yeah, I got the Cardinals too. I got the Cardinals winning this one. I don't think Trevor Lawrence and that Jags team is gonna. I don't think they're a good team, and I agree. I definitely see the Zach coming out of for the Jags. You know what's crazy? Jacoby Brissett set an all-time record in his game. I know they lost, but he had the most completions of all time in one game. So, that's crazy for me to see. So, yeah, I got Cardinals.
I got Cardinals as well. I mean, I think that the Jaguars are the most like unpredictable team next to the Steelers to pick. So I'll just take the Cardinals. Dallas Eagles.
Ooh. I'll go for this one. What's crazy? Like the Cowboys, like they beat the Raiders on national TV, and then people are like in the ESPN and everyone's saying like, can the Cowboys make the playoffs? Can the Cowboys, do this, do that? And I just think it's crazy. I think the Eagles just shut down the Cowboys this game, and I think they win this game outright. I think I get it. Dak's really good at home against the NFC East. He's only lost once against the Eagles at home, but I got the Eagles winning this game and, quieting the Dallas Cowboys noise.
Yeah. I got it's kind of tough. I feel like either can happen, but I think I'll take Philly here.
I got Philly too. I think that like you might think that I guess like the case against was that the Eagles are coming off 2 big wins, against the Packers and then the Lions the week before. But I think especially since this is a divisional game, I think that the Eagles will still be giving it their full effort, and I think that they'll be able to just shut down Dallas.
Yeah. Oh God. Michael Penix is out for the year, and it looks like Drake London's also out for the year as well, or at least out for the potential remainder of the season. Yeah, the Falcons season is just spiraling out of control. Just one more win than the Saints, so yeah, they're really fighting for that top pick. And the thing is, what's crazy is that the Falcons don't even have their pick; they gave it to the Rams. So. Yeah, give me the Saints. I think the Saints will Mickey Mouse will win somehow. I think that's one of those games where it's like, yeah.
I've got the Falcons. I think that I don't know. It's just like they've got Bijan. I think that they have enough. Like they have just more, playmakers. I think that eventually that will just be enough. Just dump it off to Bijan, even if it's Kirk Cousins. And
Mhm.
yeah, I just got the Falcons, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think Kirk Cousins is that bad. Like I think he's better than Tyler Show that the Saints have. I get it. They don't have Drake London, but they still have Bijan Robinson. They got still Kyle Pitts. So yeah, I got the Falcons winning this game. It's gonna be a close game, but yeah, I got the Falcons.
Okay.
Tough season though. Tough season for them though.
Yeah. Buccaneers Rams. That actually sounds like a pretty good game. I'm gonna take. Try the Rams. The Rams. Stafford's on the MVP hunt, so I feel like he'll win.
Yeah, I got the Bucks winning this game, man. I think that Baker's due for a win. He's got 2 tough losses coming. And I just think that he goes on the road on prime time and puts up a masterpiece. They're not gonna have Bucky Irving, but they're gonna have Chris Godwin back for this game. So that definitely helps the Bucks. You got Ibuka who's been playing really, really good, who's up for offensive rookie of the year. He's in that conversation. So I think he has a big game, and I think the Bucks pull this one out.
I think it's the Rams. I think the Buccaneers just don't look the same as they did like the first, couple weeks of the season. Just look like a different team to me. And I think the Rams look like they're the best team in the NFL so far. So
Yeah. We have Monday Night Football. Oh God. Actually, no. It might be a fun game. It might actually be a fun game. Who knows?
I got the Panthers.
Panthers.
I think they're playing sneaky football, man. They went into Lambeau, beat the Packers. Then they slayed an egg against the Saints, but then they went in and beat the Falcons. I think they go into Levi Stadium, man, on primetime. Bryce Young puts up a masterpiece, and they go out. And Rico Dowdle puts up a masterpiece, and they beat Brock Purdy and the 49ers on primetime. Also, I kind of really need them to win so that it gets more chaotic in the NFC. So, like you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the Niners to have like a crazy record because we're fighting with the Niners, obviously, for that. I think we will fight for them with the wild card. So, if we lose the division, so it'll just be better for us.
I think the Panthers have a good shot, but I think I'm going to take the 49ers to win this one. Yeah, I don't know. I have no rhyme or reason. It's just that I have just a gut feeling. I think the Panthers could win. I can see that very much happening, but knowing it's the Panthers, things
Judah,
can
who do you
happen.
got?
Oh yeah,
Judah,
sure.
I got Panthers. I think it's a Bryce Young season where he broke out, and I don't know. I just want to see the Panthers win.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode on the SoBackSports Podcast. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Again, appreciate you for hopping on and, talking some ball with us, especially. And it's going to be a very interesting season as we wrap up the next couple of weeks of NFL before potentially a playoff hunt. Yeah, always be sure to remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Always follow the socials down below. Subscribe to my brother's channel as well. And as always, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one.